Hello everyone, welcome to our Accounting 210 Chapter 8. So in this video, I will talk about the second situation where we can use our relevant information for decision making. So the second one is we decide whether we should discontinue a product, department, or store. So basically, they said if you discontinue your product, you can save some money, but you will lose some money. So we try to find out whether the incremental saving will be more than the incremental losing. So if you can save $30, but you will lose $20, then definitely you should shut it down because overall you will get $10 more, right? So that's the general idea. The only new thing here is about the fixed cost. Some fixed costs can be avoided. We call it avoidable fixed cost. So that will be relevant. But if some fixed costs, they are not avoidable, we call it unavoidable fixed cost. So those will not be relevant because it's not avoidable. So no matter you close it, yes or no, you have to pay $10,000. There is no difference. There is no difference. That's the reason. So we say that will not be relevant. Okay. Some examples. So I'm not going to read too much, but we said if contribution margin lost is more than the money saving, then we shouldn't discontinue it, right? Because you will lose more. Okay, so let's look at this example. Talk about 8-6. You have these three different departments, and then you look at this and you just look at the final number. You find out, seems that the accessories is losing money, so we should close it. But it also said if you close, the fixed expense will not be avoided. The fixed cost will not be avoided. And then you cannot save anything. Should you discontinue, yes or no? So we said if we discontinue, so let's say if we discontinue, right? We discontinue our accessories. Okay, so if we discontinue this one, we will lose the contribution margin. So we will lose contribution margin 11,000. Okay, we will lose. Do we save anything from the fixed cost? No, because it's unavoidable fixed cost. So we will save 0. We lose 11,000, we save 0. So should you discontinue, yes or no? So we should not discontinue. We shouldn't discontinue, right? You will lose 11,000, you just save 0. Overall, if you discontinue, you will lose 11,000. So if you do that, you will do the same thing for the other men and women you found out. You will lose 47,000 for men, you will lose 24,000 for women, but you save 0. So we should not discontinue any department. We should not discontinue any department. Okay, so next one we talk about with the constraint. We said straightforward, right? We said, hey, for the gents, for the teachers, each one gives you contribution margin 18, and then for the gents, it gives you contribution margin 12. So we thought, hey, we should just make t-shirts. But for 1 hour, you only make 10 t-shirts. For 1 hour, you can make 20 gents. So if you look at the overall contribution margin, we should focus on the gents actually. So we think the one that gives us overall higher contribution margin and with the constrained resource, we should focus on that one. So this is our third situation of the relevant information. Okay, so I work on this one with you, and then let's see how many do we have. Okay, so sorry about that. Just to look at around. Okay, so now you have two different products. You have two different storage, right? You have regular, you have large, and then I'll just calculate the contribution margin directly instead of waiting. You have regular, you have large. Look at my solution directly to get the numbers. Okay, sorry about that. Just the contribution margin. So for your regular is 4.6. For your large is 6.3, right? So I get contribution margin. Everybody should know how do I get contribution margin now. And then look at the information, large and regular. So look at here. Okay, so you only have a 3,000 hours machine hour. So that is our constrained information. You can produce 10 of large. So I just put it here, 10 large and 15 regular for one. So if you do that, right? So for 1 hour, you produce 15. Each one is 4.6. So we I just time it here directly. So for 1 hour, I get my total contribution margin should be, give me 1 second. So should be, okay, I use a 4.6. Come on. Time 15, so that gives me 69 total contribution margin for 1 machine hour. So that time 10, I get it directly 63. So I should focus on the regular, right? I should focus on the regular. I should make as many regular as I can as the market demands. But it said, keep looking for this one. It said you can only sell 36,000 units of the regular, and then you can only sell 25,000 of the large. Okay, so here's the thing. We said, hey, if there is no demand limitation, we should make all the regular. We should make all regular. Make as many as we can for the 3,000 machine hours, okay? But now, okay, now you can only make a maximum number of the regular is 36,000. So maximum number of the regular is 36,000. Our strategy is then we should make as many as the regular for the 36,000. And then the rest will go to our large because the large gives us total lower contribution margin, right? So how many machine hours we need to make 36,000 units? We said for 1 hour, it makes 15 units. So for our 3,000 machine hours, we will total make how many? Let's see, sorry about that. I think it's 2,000, but I just need to double check. There's 3,000 divided by 15. Oh, hold on. Give me 1 second. What I'm doing? Okay. Oh, sorry. Here is that. Sorry. Okay. So we total need 36,000 units of the regular. And how many hours it takes, right? In order to make 36,000 units, for 1 hour, you make 15. For 2 hours, you make 30. For 3 hours, you make 45. So for 36,000 units, how many machine hours we need is 36,000 divided by 15 for 1 hour. So we need how many machine hours? Sorry about that. I made a mistake. 36 divided by 15. We need 2,400 machine hours. So we need 2,400 machine hours. Okay. So remember, total we have a 36. Total we have 3,000 machine hours. Total we have 3,000 machine hours. So we should work 2,400 for our regular. And the rest, which is 3,000 minus 2,400, gives us 600 left. We should work on our large. So that's how we allocate our 3,000 of our total machine hours. So how many each size should be making? So we said we should make 3,600 units of the regular. And then how many large we should make? We have 600 hours. Each one hour gives us 10. So we should make 600 times 10 equals 6,000 units of the large. Okay, so we should make that much of the large. Second one, given this product, what will be your operating income? What will be your operating income? So that is your revenue minus variable cost gives you contribution margin minus your fixed cost gives you operating income. So asking you about your operating income. We got our contribution margin. We said for the regular one is 4.6, and we make 36,000 units. Remember that? We plus our large one gives us 6.3, and we time our total units 6,000 units. So our total contribution margin will be 203,400 gives us total contribution margin. And then total fixed cost is here, sorry, is 110,000. So that is our minus our fixed cost, 110,000. So that gives us total contribution margin is 93400 as our total operating income. Okay, the third one said explain why your operating income is less than it was if we do all of the regular. So the optimal will be we do all the regular, right? Because we said regular is the best one, it's the better one. So why our operating income is lower? I want to show you the solution directly. Remember, our operating income is 93,400 if we make regular plus the large. But based on the first question, question 9, we are not doing it here. Your operating income from your 8-9, your operating income, if there is no limit for the demand, you make all of your regular, you should earn 97,000. But if you make some regular and then you make some large, you only earn 93,400. So the question asked said, why this operating income is lower than that operating income? Very clear, right? Because we should have made all the regular, but the market doesn't demand that much. So we had to go to our second best. So that's the reason you didn't do the best of your resource, right? You made the best one, but you also did some lot better, some not the best, which is a larger one. So your total operating income is lower than you just focus on our regular. So I just put it here for your self to study or when you do my accounting lab. Okay, so that's all for this question, and then I see you next video for our last situation, I believe is we make or buy. Let me know if you have any question. Thank you.